Hey, seniors, just want to give you another pointer for today. And thank you for listening out. Hope you're doing well. Hope things are going well. I know you're trying to figure out graduation and what that looks like over these next couple weeks and what that's going to entail, whether you're going to meet in person or not meet in person. My hope is that you will get the graduation that you are hoping for. And even if you don't, that you will be able to still glorify God and that your accomplishments and the things that you've done in high school will be appreciated. And so, what I want to let you know is I appreciate you and want to find ways where I can help you out as much as I can. So, if you need anything, please let me know. What I do want to do is give you the pointer. This is pointer number 9, and I'm going to do it very quickly today. It's very simple. Austin Gentry, in his book 10 Things You Should Know Before You Go to College, he talks about don't go home in pointer number 9. Now, that's easier said than done, then, right? Because you are looking at me, Kyle, and you're thinking, man, my parents will not be up for that. And I will say, you are exactly right. Here's how I know that, because one time I was a college student. And I remember my freshman year going in, and my parents, well, specifically my mom, was very hesitant about me being at college. And so she knew I was ready for college. She knew I was ready to get out on my own. But again, it's that part of you are leaving your daughter or your son, and you are their baby, and they are dropping them off, and they don't get to be all over you anymore. And so it's way different. Uh, Thankfully, with the pandemic stuff that's been going on, obviously it's awful, but it's been good because on the other hand, you've got to spend a lot of time with your parents, and your parents have got to spend a lot of time with you. And maybe some of you are thinking, okay, I'm ready to be done with this. I'm ready to go to college. You may be thinking that way. And that's okay. It's okay. You want that freedom. Here's what I would challenge you when you go to school. When you go to college in your first month, and even I would even say in your first 2 months, try to steer away from going home on the weekends. Okay? Austin makes the point very clear. The reason why you want to is you are going to foster better relationships if you stay in school and if you stay on campus. And it's going to be very critical that you do that. I remember my sophomore year, I came to a point in my midway point. I had grown with a lot of friendships, but I thought about transferring because I went home a lot and got so accustomed to being at home and wanting to be closer to the Greenville Spartanburg area because that was where I was from. I wasn't from Anderson, which is where I went to school. And I thought, you know what? Maybe it'd just be better to transfer. All my friends back home are from, Greenville Spartanburg area. I'll just transfer to this school. But I didn't. I decided to stay, and God made it very clear in His timing that I was supposed to stay at Anderson, and I'm thankful that I did because I ended up rooming with my roommate again, who I roomed with for all 4 years, which is unheard of, but I did, and I love him even to today. And I also got to room with two other guys that I became very good friends. Even one of them I was already good friends with, but even became even closer with both of them. And we had spent so much time together. And what you'll figure out is when you go to college in your freshman, sophomore year, you're kind of thinking, okay, well, who are my friends? And you have tons of friends. And then that list starts getting smaller because then you get to junior and senior year and you're like, I don't care if I have a ton of friends. I just want close knit relationships of people that I can pour into and spend time together with. And that's what I did. I got poured into um, some friends that I got to room with and just got to hang out with all the time. And it was a great experience for me. So that is my challenge to you as you're reading through this chapter is think about how can you invest. Here's one thing I've always been challenging, even with student ministry and with student ministry. If you're not there, then how do you expect to grow in relationships with those people around you? Okay, let me repeat that. If you're not there in the midst of it, then how will you grow in those friendships? My challenge to you is this, is in college, how will you grow with friendships? How will you be able to be in friendships and even get to know people if you are not there in your home every weekend? I'm not saying to never go home. I'm not saying to never go home. Make sure that you do go home and see your parents when you can, but I would spend a majority of time being in school. And what this will do, even if your parents, I know parents, some of you may be listening to this, and I'm going to tell you, it's it's end up going to be benefiting you in the long run, because then your student will be happier because they'll actually have more stronger relationships. And so then they won't be coming back to you and be like, I'm so lonely, I have no friends, because they're spending a lot of time in school and developing those friendships. But then on the other hand, students, make sure you're loving your parents from a distance as well. So that's my challenge to you. Think about those things as you are processing this chapter. And again, I hope you're doing well today. Let me know if I can do anything for you today, if you need anything. And hopefully a lot of you can meet with us on Wednesday as we meet at 3 o'clock on Wednesday. So again, thanks, seniors, and you rock. 2020 is awesome. And the class 2020 is awesome. 2020 hasn't been awesome so far. but I pray that you will take this moment and use it to capitalize, give glory to God. All right, love you guys. Y'all, talk to y'all later.